I'm gonna watch it on TV.
So the question is,
Alright.
what quote or statement that you heard had the most impact on your life? Something somebody said when you was young, maybe something that you read. What quote or statement had the most impact? Caused you to change the way you thought? Maybe caused you to do things differently?
Me?
Yeah, sure.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, this one I probably should have said something about.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
Dang.
I think that one, yeah.
All right, the last part of the question is, and why?
I would have to go Bible verse, man. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. And that's just because sometimes you don't even know how you do some things. And so I have to lean on that. Or even how I'm going to get out of this or get out of that. I have to lean on that. Yeah. If I got God, then I'm good. So I live by that. And that's also part of one of your questions that I was going to go to. But yeah.
I'm looking forward to reading. Like I told you, I'm looking forward to reading those answers to those questions.
That's what I live by. I got it tatted on me, actually. But yeah, I live by that.
Yeah.
I live by that. I feel like I can literally do whatever with the help of God.
How has that shown up, or how have you implemented that in your process of life?
Man, you know how many times I've just given up, I don't know what else. Fuck it. You know what I mean? And just let life go. Yeah. And it turns out okay, because it was me still asking God, right, to help me, to help myself. Yeah. But that shit wasn't working. So I got to the point where I just instead of just giving up, I gave up on myself, but I ain't give up on God, right? So it was like, hey, bro, I'm done. I'm sorry. You got it, nigga. It's on you.
Say the verse again.
I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me.
Why did you get to a space where you gave up?
Because it's just mentally, right? It's not. I don't think it's really gave up. It's took my mind off of it. So I can't say gave up. I just didn't think about it as much or stress about it as much, right? I had to understand where my help came from. Yeah. Right. So even with asking him, it was still on my mind, still just trying to, until to the point to where I'm getting too overwhelmed with it, and it's you know what, God, is in your hand. I know that you gonna help me through this, right? So now it's out my mind. I'm still doing what it takes, but I'm not stressing about the shit no more. Whatever happens, basically, right? Yeah. And shit always worked out.
Okay, what's a real situation though?
Shit, we can go with work. Y'all know how that shit had me for a second. To where, what?
You playing with it too much.
Oh shit, my bad.
Pause. Yeah. The fuck, y'all.
Okay, that's good. But yeah, even with work, that shit had me in a chokehold for a minute to where I couldn't sleep at night. Well, I'm thinking about the shit at home when I'm supposed to be goddamn
teaching Brady how
to catch. You know what I mean, or something. It's
51.
Yeah, you feel me? Nigga, don't count, motherfucker. I don't want to hear no count. I count all day. Yeah. Don't count in this house no more. Right?
Stifling that man growth.
Yeah, you feel me? Damn, nigga. Okay. So, like that. So it got to a point to where I was so overwhelmed and it was just controlling me, bro. It was stressing me out. To where I was just you know what? I'm just finna go in here, do what I need to do, and whatever happens, happen. If it's me still being here, cool. If it's not me being here, cool. Because the fear was not being there, right? Yeah. But I just was whatever. Okay, cool. You got it. Yeah. And so, yeah, that's probably the most recent example of that.
No,
and shit, I'm great. I'm good now. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
You got a relationship with that quote or that verse?
Yeah, I think that's just life. Like you said, it also tied into another verse for me. Faith without works is dead.
It did. Yep.
So I think we can have.
That's a strong one for me.
We can have that mentality, like where you know what I'm saying. I can do all things through Christ that strengthen me. Like, and sometimes I'm gonna tell you, one thing I had to learn was everything we doing ain't strengthening us, and until it's seen as strengthening us in His eye, that shit may fail. You know what I'm saying? Like you find yourself, you like, man, why this just ain't working? Like,
which is why whatever happened. Like
Yeah.
that was the route.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why the fuck can't I just get this shit? Like, what the fuck is like? Man, you know
sometimes like it's all a part of His plan for us.
I'ma show up.
Yeah, it's all a part of His plan for us, but it may not be like we be thinking like, man, this is what I'm gonna do for the next whatever.
Yeah.
And He like, nah, this was just a quick stop.
Yeah.
This was a quick
You were
stop.
meant to learn something here.
Yeah, I need you to learn something here,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna keep you moving. Like
Don't
that's
get too
how.
attached to that.
That's honestly how I look at one of my old jobs, because I was like, man, like that lady was just like she became like the biggest asshole ever, and I realized like I needed that to learn how to manage some of the relationships that I deal with now on my current job. You know what I'm saying?
Dealing with him too.
Huh?
So dealing with him too.
I ain't that bad, bro.
Yeah, nah, definitely different. This
Oh,
lady,
okay.
like I ain't never had
She
a
was a big
motherfucker-
asshole to him.
I ain't never had no
I
white
don't
boy
want
in
to
my
meet that lady.
Like, she was
don't want no part.
she was a different type of situation. But yeah, I could definitely I
Yeah, I don't
There's
affect
a
this
ton
man's
of life.
money.
yeah, it's a ton of
She
life there.
prepared you.
It's
He gonna
it's
put it on me somehow.
yeah, it's a ton of life that goes into what he said though. But like I said, for me, even in that, the faith without works is dead. Like, so yeah.
This how I'm feeling inside. Every line that I